Okay, man. Crazy stat of the week. We saw this stat last week. LeBron James is 27 points per game average, broken down to days of the week per average. Shout out to Legion Hoops. Got this from their Twitter account. Each day of the week, LeBron James averages 27 points per game. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day of the week, he averages 27 points per game. Hearing
Man.
that stat, what are your thoughts?
First thing I'm gonna say is LeBron the new mailman? Because he's delivering Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, 27 points a game. That's a good thing to do. Can no other player say that they've done that? Even at his advanced age, that's something that he's doing. So I'm gonna give LeBron his credit, but on the same note, Anthony Davis and a lot of other players should be ashamed that the old man is still carrying the league. You know, when is somebody going to step up and contribute in the way that he has? I mean, come on. Oldest man in the league, 27 points a game, 7 days a week.
Yeah, when I see that, the word that comes to my mind is consistency. When we talk about the difference between good and great, the difference between good and great is consistency. Being good
Definitely.
consistently every game. And to see that he averages 27 points every night of the week, that's a definition of consistency and definition of greatness from LeBron. So I'm another stat that blows me away. So efficient that he can do that every night. I'm just blown away by this stat. Every night he gets 27 points per game. So amazing stat there.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
A model of
And
consistency.
but the only negativity about this, people gonna say, "Oh, Jordan never did it. Oh, Kobe never did it. All these people haven't done this, haven't done that." I mean, come on, you got to take other things into play. I mean, yes, like I said, maybe they haven't done it. LeBron is 6'9", 250 pounds. That has to stand for something. That size alone has to stand for something. I mean, you're not going to be able to bowl him over out the way. The other two, they were guards. Albeit that's what they were. They were guards. So let's just take the average, and you take me, the measurements that I have. I'm 6'2" with an 8'2" stand and reach, so I can touch the last loop on the nets or whatever. So just to dunk a 10-foot goal, I only need to get off the ground 2 feet. So I mean, come on, that's not much. So you take somebody like LeBron who used to have like a 40-inch vertical or somewhere around there. If he still have half of that, I mean, come on, he's still going to dunk the same way. He's still going to do that. I mean, he is one of the best in shape players in the league. He takes care of his body. So for you to think that he would not be able to do that, that right there is asinine all in its own. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because Dr. J was dunking in his 50s. Jordan showed he could dunk in his 50s. Maybe not like that, but he was still doing it. So LeBron is cocking back, but he ain't cocking back the way he was 10, 12 years ago.
Well, and I mean, even 27, well, not even, but 27 every night. You would think like maybe on Wednesdays he averaged 28, maybe on Tuesdays he averaged 24 or something. No, 27 every night. How do you do that?
It's just amazing. It's just amazing. I'm hoping that Legion Hoops got it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that's a correct stat there. I
Because
bet it
I'm
is though.
telling you, I mean, for that stat to be up there, it's like like I said, it's amazing. So that means any given day you could expect 27 from LeBron.
Okay, man. A quick look at the NBA standings. We see in the Eastern Conference, we have 8 teams above 500, while in the West, there's 11 teams above 500. And that's not the only disparity in the records between the East and the West. The West is a lot better with a number of better teams than the Eastern teams. What say you? What do you think about the difference in the standings, East versus West?
Man, it's amazing, because I don't know the last time that I've seen, unless I just haven't been paying attention, that could be a possibility of where you had this many teams in the West that was over 500. So basically, that means that every team been beaten up on the East. It's just amazing to see 11 teams over 500, knowing that some of those teams are done after the play-in. So it's like, normally when you over 500, you know that you're going to go far in the playoffs and all that. But some of these teams might not even make it past the play-in, and they're over 500. Compared to the East, if it was just cutting off at 8, you would only have the first 8 teams up there. But the way they have it with the play-in, only the first 6 seeds are good. So 7 and 8 got to play in the play-in. So with them just being over 500, they can get beat by a team that's under 500. So I mean, in the East, that looks so horrible, but in the West, they know that every team that wins, they're going to be over 500. So it is a difference with that, but man, it's just so amazing how powerful the West is compared to the East.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the standings now, giving it a look. And the Celtics are 11 games ahead of the Milwaukee Bucks. That's a huge lead because the Bucks are great. You know, the Bucks are 20 games over 500, and the Celtics are 10 games ahead of them. So I'm saying that to say the Celtics are running away with the East, and you do have to factor the level of competition with all these sorry teams in the East. How good are the Celtics? You know, they're not playing tough, and they're losing when they play the West. Not all the games, but they got swept by the Nuggets, and that's been standing out to me. I would like to see them get one of those games. But and another thing, looking at the records, the Nuggets, what a run they've been on since the All-Star break. I think they're 15-2. 15-2. And the one game they lost, one of the games they lost to the Suns in overtime. They lost another game to the Mavericks on that crazy Kyrie buzzer beater. So they seconds away from being undefeated since the All-Star break. I think the Nuggets working hard to get that number 1 seed. I think a lot of this, these records, how hard everyone's playing is the effect of the play-in tournament. People want to avoid that play-in, and yeah, you don't want to be the 8th seed. You don't want to look like the Nuggets going to be the number 1 seed, and you don't want to see them in the first round because your playoffs is over.
Oh, you know? No, you really don't.
Okay, man. Me, I'm a fan of jersey swaps. We had an interesting viral jersey swap about a week ago in the NBA. Some are saying the greatest jersey swap ever. Grady Dick and
Anthony Black.
Anthony Black of the Orlando Magic. Grady Dick of the Toronto Raptors. Okay, man, jersey swaps. In this one in particular, what say you?
Okay. Jersey swaps, I think, are pretty great, because the thing is, being an NBA player, you're not only a player, but you're a fan of a lot of different players. I mean, sometimes you watch some of these players growing up. So when you get the opportunity to share the floor with them and you can showcase your talent and they showing and giving you respect, that's a great thing to do. But in other situations, you have kids that's just being kids and friends of one another. So they want to take things to a different level and just make things comical. And you can't fault them because who would not want to have done this? I mean, come on. Yeah. Let's just keep it honest.
Yeah, who
would not have done this? And I commend, I know that, we have underage people. I know we have all of this, but come on, man. You had to give them credit for having the balls to even do it.
Yeah, the creativity.
Black Dick.
Is that creativity or is that just
Black Dick? That's crazy.
I
mean, genius. So come on. So how many more we're gonna have? You got in Boston, you got White. So now you got White Dick. In Portland, we got Little.
No, I said Little.
So I mean, come on. This can go on and on and on. So this is something that was crazy, tremendous, funny. But what you gonna do? You're gonna censor this man's last name? That's his last name.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna have a outpouring of more of these viral jersey swaps with Grady Dick in particular. I'm wondering if it's gonna be more of them, or if this was a one-time joke. They've blown this joke and it's over now. But we'll see if they have more.
Well, the thing is, if he do have more, I mean, why stop it? I mean, you didn't stop any other ones. So now, because they're making mockery out of some of it, now you want to just stop it? I mean, come on. That's the man's last name. So, What else can you do behind that? I
Nothing but
mean,
laugh
it is
at it.
what it is.
Great.
It's his last name.
Yeah, you can't do anything but laugh about it. That was a great joke.
Yes.
Greatest jersey swap ever.